Sheldon Price, UCLA junior cornerback, getting a little bigger. He got a little bit bigger over the summer.
Yeah, it's a constant grind, trying to get bigger, trying to get better. I know with the weight room program and stuff like that, they've been doing their best trying to get me big, and I see the strength on the field, and just even in the mirror, I see the strength and the growth that I've since my freshman year. So it's been great.
How does that translate into confidence?
I feel like just now, confidence-wise, it's like, I mean, I'm strong now, so it's like there is no, oh, he gonna out-muscle me, he gonna outdo me in terms of strength. I mean, I feel like my strength is up there with the rest of them, so I'll be all right now. So
your skinny legs, you have calves now. I mean, you're getting swole. So. Cornerback can be a very physical position when you need it to be.
Yeah.
And it's just felt a couple times, like the last couple years, that you guys haven't been as physical as you could be. You guys haven't been doing a lot of bump and run. You guys haven't been doing that. Is that something you want to add this year? Is that something you feel like this team needs to add? Does that translate to anything?
I feel like with Coach Tressie, I mean, he was honest from day one that we got to be much more aggressive, much more physical in the back end and stuff like that. And I feel like we're going to mix it up, doing a lot of press and a lot of off-man, just depending on the defensive scheme and stuff like that. But I feel like if we do press, that it's going to open up a lot of things, and basically when we press and we can take away the outsides and stuff like that. And me and Aaron both got long arms, and we got long bodies, so it'll do us wonders if we press.
But not only that, being physical translates into swagger. It translates into kind of how you carry yourself as a cornerback.
Yeah.
And almost, you're on an island out there. It's his swagger against your swagger. Is that something that the position lacked a little bit last year? Do you kind of felt like, when things weren't going so well, things kind of snowballed a little bit?
Personally, I felt like, the swagger was there. Just sometimes when things aren't going your way, sometimes you just like, well, let me just line up and play and do what I'm supposed to do, and you kind of lose out on your little swag.
Yeah,
and all that.
You lose it.
At the same time, playing the corner position, you need swag, you need confidence, because you're on there on the island all day. If you mess up, everybody knows it. So, I think now with Coach Tressie and the way we went during spring ball, you saw the swagger, you saw the physicalness that we brought, and I think it's going to do wonders come camp and come Saturdays.
Out of all the positions on this team, there's a lot of experience, a lot of guys returning and everything, but between you and Aaron Hester, that's like 6 years of valuable starting experience. Guys who have run with the ones the whole time. Do you feel like you guys, as a tandem, have kind of turned that corner? Have matured in a way, not only physically but mentally, that you are there to be relied on?
I feel as if me and Aaron, we feel that we could just play one all day. We could just man us up on the outsides and we'll be fine. Last year it started to get like that, but it wasn't all the way there yet. And through spring ball, you kind of seen a transformation between the both of us, just becoming shutdown-minded corners and stuff like that. So I think that was huge for us.
Especially in the Pac-12. Tons of good quarterbacks, tons of good receivers, especially. It seems like every team has, an all-pro level kind of talent at that position. Do you sort of feel like, this defensive backfield between you two, and then you had Dietrich Riley, who's a lot of natural talent, you had Tony Dye. Do you feel like you guys can compete with any of those cores? You can compete with Stanford that has Chris Owusu and Andrew Luck, et cetera, et cetera?
I feel as if we can compete with anybody in the Pac-12. You got Tony, you got Dietrich, me and Aaron, and even guys like Ab and Tevin McDonald, and we got a lot of reserves and a lot of depth. So no matter who you throw in there, we can always compete. And I feel just our confidence level is through the roofs right now, and we're just trying to build off of that. So
go ahead.
I just feel like whoever we go against, the confidence is there. No matter who you throw in, they're going to be ready to play.
The last thing I have for you is Coach Neuheisel mentioned something about chemistry and was talking about how he didn't feel that the coaching staff was necessarily presenting a unified voice. You would get maybe some instruction from one coach that sounded kind of negative or sounded one certain way, and then Pepe Neuheisel comes in and he's rah-rahing you. It sounds different. Do things kind of sound more unified this year? Are they presenting sort of like a more unified front to you guys?
Yeah, you could tell. Everybody's on the same page, and everybody's getting taught the same way. They all preach their same philosophies and stuff like that. And I don't think there's any contradicting ideas or anything like that between the coaches. I mean, even between offense and defense coach, they're all really getting along and stuff like that, which when we see that as players, we want to come together as a team too.
Yeah.
And I think as a whole, that's helping our team become unified.
All right, good stuff. Sheldon Price getting some muscle, getting some swagger. It's going to be a big year. Thanks,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.